Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we continue our entry level 2 Megabase, where in the last episode just went and got a ton of oil. So that is pretty much sorted as it stands right now. In today's episode we'll work towards one of the bottlenecks we have with our science. As you can see, this is running somewhat well, but a few of the bottlenecks we have is in regards to our sciences. So as you can see, production science goes down once in a while. Utility is above high, but that is fine. But the other ones are holding pretty strong at 2k. The reason why production science is slowing down is that we don't have enough steel. That is pretty much the main issue we have going for us at the moment. And as soon as that gets in, all of it starts again. So I think today we'll start to work on steel. To run the base, we need just around 20k. Right now, we are running about 6k steel per minute, so we'll have to build about 6 more, something like that, of our steel factories. So hopefully you think that's a good idea, and we'll leave a like on the video, and of course subscribe if you're new to our channel, and follow me on Twitch as well, as we are streaming there quite often at the moment. So firstly, let's look at our current steel build. We have this one that is pulling in this little squiggly thing around. We can improve on this. For now I just want it to run. So if you look at how much it's doing, it is currently outputting about 2.6k steel. We're producing about 6.5 already, about 6, let's say that. Then we'll need about 5, 6 more of these somewhere in the base, running full speed. So I'll probably set up 6 of these, or we will set up 6 in this episode, just getting our robots to fly it in. Firstly, I'll just take this once, and then add in this, since all of it will be supplied by robots. So first, let's just grab this part. Then we'll hook up the rest afterwards. Maybe get... Yeah, it's just an input issue. What if we just get that part? Yes, and then we'll fix the inputs afterwards. So let's get you. Names are fine. Steel out, iron out. And let's get you somewhere. So I kind of want one down here at the south as well, because we have a few spread around the base, but as we always do, spreading them out is quite good. So why don't we just add one in right here? Or maybe over here? Getting it a bit to the side. But I'll give it a bit of travel time, but I think that'll be fine. So you can have a steel built right there. Let's clear out all the trees and let's go down here and fix the inputs. Let's just steal one from here. Because we know this is iron. Please get the train stop name. Thank you. And add it in. You might as well reuse your blueprint as many times as possible, or your current designs at least, to not remake things. So let's go down here, just to be a bit closer to the action. As you can see, our science is going. We had mining productivity 23. Slowly going up towards, to infinity. So that is pretty good. And as we talked about a few episodes ago, this will just keep running forever now, and keep producing more and more productivity for us. Since that is something that will help with our bottlenecks in terms of raw resources as well. Or at least to keep it a bit at bay going forward. So there we are. Waiting for the robots, but while they're getting here, let's just get you hooked up. So we'll have one, get most of them all the way down. About here, I think. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that should, in theory, get all of this up and running. That will get the iron producing, that'll go into the steel, and then we'll have steel coming out. So now we pretty much have a blueprint we can copy about 5 more times around the base. Don't mind overbuilding it a bit, just to have a bit of surplus stored. And let's see, here goes all the robots. Please get things done. And yeah, so look at that. It's so nice. From all over the world, they're bringing in resources and activating our entire mall to produce even more. Luckily, we have expanded our storage a bit, so we should have way more in storage than we had before. Meaning that we can actually build these without any worry. Let's take you here. Change up the names will be fine. So if each of these grids cost 1.3k belts. Let's call you steel. Steel setup. Let's give it a bit of a mark. Can we say 2.5k? Let's say that. But then we have some kind of measuring stick for some of these. And I kind of want to make a blueprint book with all of these in them, just to have it easy to expand out with. Of course, grid aligning everything for quick expansion. Power-wise, holding strong. If you look at our 50-hour mark, went down a bit here because of lack of steel. But we are at about 7G in terms of throughput. We have a lot of ore just waiting to be unloaded, since we are a bit backed up on iron ore, so that is fine. So I'll just let this build, and then we'll be right back. So it's almost built. I just want to show that the ore is starting to flow in, so we can see it in action, since that is always a cool thing to see. Of course, we're still missing a few speed beacons and such, or speed modules and some productivity. But they should be here very, very soon. So here goes the iron. That's going to go into our current setup and move it around the base. Come on, last few things. There we are. There goes the iron. Into our steel build. I do like this loop around. It's not efficient. You couldn't very just have gone up through them. But I do like the way it looks, just for that. So these are coming online. We just want to check that it's completely working before we go out and expand out more. Luckily, all this is working as well. Here goes the steel into a little steel setup and ready to be used for the rest of the base. So it looks like everything is hooked up correctly. That means we can take this blueprint and use it a few more times around the base. So now to decide where we should use them. Somewhere down this fair, we can probably put one in here. That seems to be fine. So let's take our steel build. You can be... That's 1. That's going to be 2. Do 1 here. 3. Let's see. Do 1 here as well. 4. And then the last one. Where do we want number 5? Not in here. This is already congested enough. We have quite a large amount of production here. Do we place any out here? No, that's not any grids anywhere. Couldn't really put one right here and just add in the train infrastructure as well. So what if we do one here? Let's do that. Just quickly place you around. So now the robots will build all the things we need to make this work. We'll probably take every robot we have. About 8,000 just being used, more being added the whole time. And yeah, they have gone quite crazy. So let's look down here. Any issues? I see none. That looks exactly like I wanted to. So as soon as, let's just check steel now. So we just went from about 6.6 to 9 something. So about 2.5 is what we get from each of these we place down. We just added 5, so that's going to give us 12.5 extra. Basically 12.5 extra from this, so we're going to get more than 21. I'm going to get 21,500 when we're done. Maybe a bit more than that. So that is pretty good, because that's more than we need for a 2K science base, but I don't mind it backing up a small amount. So, robots are going crazy trying to pick up the things they need. Science-wise, we are completely empty. This time it's space science, or the white science, which is lacking a few things. Low density structures which are lacking, yeah, steel. So as you can see, steel is our main bottleneck for pretty much everything at the moment. So getting this built will do wonders for the base. So I'll just pause the video for a few minutes while we get all of this built, and then we'll get back when we watch it all running and see it all running. So see you in a minute. So we just got all of our steel smelters up and running, and at the peak, as it was right now, we hit about 17 here, and then it started to drop before the rest was done. The main reason for that is that if you look here, or we can do it in here instead to look at this here, all of the trains are now running, collecting ore, but we can't deliver it fast enough. The main reason is that we might have 22 trains running with this, but we have 25 that's requesting iron ore. So we're probably in a bit of a deficit in terms of how many trains we have running for the steel setup. So we might just add a few more. Luckily, because we were so correct, that we actually made a little blueprint book with some trains in them. Just not the one with ore, so let's quickly make an ore train one. Just to add it in. I think that'll be good to have. Let's grab you. Thank you. That should be an iron ore train. Please add you in here. That will be our new loading space. I'll just do 4 at a time, as that is easier to fit into the grids. So iron ore trains. There we are. Let's remember to get that and add that to our little blueprint book with these. So that will give us a few more trains. They should slowly be delivered, and let's just add in some more now that we actually have a nice setup for it. So, oh, not you please. I'd like to get the correct train. Let's see. There we are. So say that's 8. That's 12 more trains. That's gonna deliver ore for us. So we can send those into the wild. They will do their thing as long as we have enough ore to load. Yeah, we do have a bit buffered around the place. So hopefully they'll be able to go and grab all of this. Because luckily we did set up quite a bit not too long ago. Let's send the first 3 as they on their way. 4. And the rest is going right there. And I think sending these into the wild will be one of the last things we do this episode. We got the buildings done for, or the production done for that's about 18k steel we need. And then we bumped it up to about 21 to have a bit of a surplus in case things go haywire. So go into the wild, my minions. That'll be good. Look at them go. They all have something to do. Let's see if that's enough to satisfy all the players we can load. Seems not. Yeah. All of them just going to grab ore. So that's going to give us a lot more throughput in our system. Going all over the place depending on where they can find it. And so far, still no bottlenecks. Still no gridlocks because the trains pretty much can't deadlock. I think maybe if they go all the way around there's a chance, but I don't think that will happen with the setup we're using. Here we have 6 trains going in. Looking very nice. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you'll leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. And jump on Twitch as well. We're streaming there, as I've said a few times now. And jump on Discord. We are having a blast there at the moment. And you can get all the blueprints for this and just ask any questions you may have. We are a friendly community and we like to help. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.